YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage back in the Macedon campaign in the Rome 2 Total War Emperor Edition. So we last started off our treasonous acts by destroying Athenae and Sparta while their armies were away, busy elsewhere. So that was very, very Patchy-esque of me to do, considering, all things considered, I should say. So let's go ahead and do some upgrades to this navy. Get this navy ready to sail. We're going to need a good navy. Oh wow, we can get Royal Peltis assault ships. That's awesome. This is going to be sweet. So we are going to get some artillery ships. And we're going to get some heavy archer vessels. This is going to cost a lot of money and a lot of upkeep. But having a powerful fleet will definitely be worthwhile. Oh, we can get light Peltis. Man, screw these guys. Disbanded. You've been fired for stinking too hardcore. Wow, we get Slinger Triers too, so that's a lot of ammo. Assault Triers, that's a very light ship though, so they'd be fast, which is cool. The light Peltis are nice because they have extra ammo. These little Slinger ships would probably be nice too because they have even more ammo and longer range. So I'm just going to get the little Slinger ships. And then it would kind of be extremely expensive, but really cool to just have this huge bunch of Royal Peltis assault ships so that I could also do naval landings. So I'm going to do it. This is going to be an extremely expensive navy, but it'll be fun. I got a lot of money. It'll be a good time to just make it happen. And then some of y'all want me to use this Royal Barracks here to train an army of elites. I can probably do that as well. I don't think I'm maxed out on armies. Yeah, I can still have 2 more armies, and then 2 more fleets, it looks like, under my current power standing. So, I've captured this here. It's not really, got the Gatones over here. I don't know whether I should go fight them or not. I don't know whether it's worth it.
What do you wish of me?
I got this noble woman spreading influence at Gallic. We're gonna need it, and it's working. So we can actually keep that province happy.
Ready for battle.
But I've got a lot of my folks down here. Let's take the spy ahead and make our way towards Knossos and see if we can scout them out and understand how difficult it would be, because I'd like to seize this entire province as well. Yeah. And Carthage, we could really use them as an ally here against Athens, but Athens is looking pretty strong. I wonder if we offer Carthage a lot of money, if we can get them to join our war against Athens. So let's initiate diplomacy.
Welcome, honored guest.
Let's get them to join war. I'll join the war against, well, no, they may not want me to do that. So I want you to join the war against Athens. They say it's low, but if I offer you a very nice sum of money... Alright, so we're going to give Carthage 40,000 talents to join the war against Athens, but that means that we're going to want to support them. So let's go ahead and be prepared to do so. And that will give Carthage a nice boost here. And they have a bunch of allies as well that they can hopefully bring in against... And of course I'm extremely untrustworthy right now, but I have enough money that I can probably pay people off. And then Libya, I'm not trading with them.
Pleasures of my household are you?
Make a trade agreement with Libya for some extra money. And there we go. So that ought to help Libya and Carthage. And I wonder if I need military access from Carthage. If so, I need to get it.
It is an honor to hear your words.
No, we already have military access. So that's perfect, actually. So let's see. Do I have a royal barracks at Rome? I do not. I do have one at Macedon, but it'd take me a while to sail an army to Africa. So I was thinking about raising an army here. Let's see what our balance looks like from a political spectrum. It's not bad. And we have quite a few others, so if I recruit one, it's probably going to be from my own faction. Let's raise forces from the Antigonid dynasty. Let's see if we can reinstate a legacy. Alright, Sons of Ares. And let's bring some Royal Peltis for the general. Let's get these guys in here and do some training. We're going to need a pretty serious army if we're going to go help Carthage. So I'm going to get a bunch more Royal Peltists. We'll have 6 Royal Peltists. What else should we use to support them, just for the sake of entertainment? Actually, let's go with 4 Royal Peltists, and then let's get some Thorax Pikes, because those guys can take down just about anything head-on. And then we'll get some Thessalian Cav, and some archers would be good. I don't know if we need 5 archers. 4 is probably enough. Let's see. What do I want to do? The last man in this army. Let's go ahead and grab 1 more Royal Peltist so that my general doesn't necessarily have to be frontline. So, again, we're going to see our income dip here as we do this, but I think it should be worthwhile. And we'll go assist Carthage in the fight against Sparta and Athens. Alright. Just see if there's any upgrades. There is the Bite of the Cannibals, who just took Sparta. Let's make them siege experts. We may need it soon. And then we'll open up Dread. And let's just see quickly if there's any buildings that I need to take care of. I mean, again, I know there's upgrades out here, but some of them I don't exactly have to run at the moment. This one, though, might not hurt. Get a little extra food and stuff. Wow, we could potentially max out the gold mine there, but I'll wait until that settles down a little just to see what my food use looks like. Massalia is happy enough to, so let's get a little more food from there. Trevorum, not sure I want to do anything there just yet. Don't want to do anything at Patavium just yet either. Norea, on the other hand, is pretty happy. And I've got a decent food supply, so let's go ahead and bounce those up. Yeah, let's go ahead and improve all those structures there. I think we'll be fine from a food supply standpoint. Okay. Yeah, we should be good there too. Alright, so don't want to spend all my money. I'd kind of like to build up a nice chunk again. I'm going to check and see what we're researching because I can't recall at the moment. But we should be able to get an army recruited pretty quickly at Rome. And we're going to want to assist Carthage. Them having joined the war, it is quite possible they could get steamrolled by Athens like they already are. So we're going to need to give them some assistance quickly.
Gold freely given.
The Celtaburian Federation wants military access.
A blessing from the gods to all involved. So say
I don't see why they need it, but I'll give it to them because they're fighting with me against the Vivisci, and I might want to go give them some aid against the Vivisci. But yeah, we're definitely going to want to get an army down there and help make sure that Carthago doesn't fall. Okay, increased in rank. So, what is this? Oh, is it rebels? Outside Ubersus. The Boei are having a little rebellion.
Commander.
Okay, I'm going to get all my armies ready to betray the Namnetes.
We hunger for battle.
So we're going to start trespassing and just get the Namnetes all pinned down. I just want to see what they have. Cinnabomb, nothing substantial. We're going to start spreading Hellenic influence. And then we're going to get up here and poison the provisions. And then we're going to poison the wells. So that ought to weaken up this settlement substantially in preparation for an assault.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, we're going to get ready to assault these guys. Alright, so we'll take the land from the Namnetes. Since we're already in a treasonous mood, it ought to be just fine. Yeah, this army is training quite quickly. It's only going to be 2 more turns before it's ready to rock and roll. And these guys kind of look like they have Vivisci managed. So I may not turn there just yet, but I do have military access with Carthage, and I think I just traded it with both of these factions as well. So this army here might just go into forced march. and leave Bertigala and start marching down the Iberian coast here and make my way into North Africa to help Carthage as well. And Carthage already lost a province to, or no, the Libyans still control it. We're good. But yeah, I mean, they have a lot of enemies there, and they're going to need some assistance. So I think giving them the money was a good move. It'll help get them ready quickly. My cavalry just got charge upgrades, which is pretty nice. So let's take this army to Athenae and get ready to sail. We've got our fleet that's going to be several turns from completion here. This small fleet we could go ahead and bring just to scout ahead. And again, we've got our spy here. Let's send her out and see what we're up against, because I'd like to hit Knossos, and then it'll make a great place to invade Cyrene from. So we should be able to get things in order. And then in the north, a lot of you want me to betray the Boii, and I very well might do that. Just kind of depends. I mean, right now I just don't have to worry about them, which is nice, and it would allow me to focus on Sparta and Athens, but I'm just not sure how I want to handle it yet. Let's go see, from an upgrade standpoint, what we've got. Make this spy better at poisoning. And then we got this agent here. Get ready to unlock militancy. Okay. And then let's just check my structures, make sure I'm not about to make any Patchy factories. Build an Odeon at Rome. And let's go ahead and upgrade these buildings. We can build a farm there. Just want to keep a ton of farms up so I can upgrade buildings like crazy, because it's super helpful for me. And we can probably go ahead and just upgrade this fishmonger to help offset some of the food that we're spending on these other ones. We can upgrade that farm too to help offset some of that, and then upgrade this temple to Poseidon. In fact, let's just upgrade all that. See how it balances out in the end. I don't need to upgrade the military structure there. We should be fine. So we got more spies moving in against the Namnetes. And I think we are ready to end the turn.
I am the fist of the goddess.
Alright, so Nemeticena, after another good poisoning, is going to fall easily. The Iceni want a non-aggression pact.
Gift of coin would have my people see you in a new light.
I don't know, because I may want to go conquer. May want to go conquer, then I'm not sure.
Peace is not an easy word. Warriors speak of honor and glory, but you have little of them left.
No peace. A beatdown is the only thing that awaits you in your near future. So, but yeah, like I said, that army in Rome, it's a good thing it's going to be trained so quickly, because my men are going to need help. And you know what? Depending on which units are the last ones being trained, we might be able to move out and just pick up some mercenaries. Like potentially some mercenary Campanian Cav. Let's see what we can do here. No, I've already got all my cavalry, so now I'm going to let them go ahead and train, since they'll be the units that I need. So we completed our research, which was consensual contracts. Don't remember where that was at. City planning, no. It's this one right here. So yeah, that was cutting down on my corruption, which is always great to have. If I do this one, I get even more boost to my cultural conversion and wealth from culture, cheaper political action cost, and lower incident rates. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that, and then it'll give me this full bonus of another minus 5% corruption, which we're going to need. So the faction rises, huh? Rises from the dust, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and poison this army here, soften them up. Nope. Well, let's go ahead and destroy the Namnetes. And I'm not going to call any of my allies to help. There's no need for their help. And it says the Namnetes have an excellent chance of defeating me here just because of their numbers, but we'll see about that.
Let them cower like cattle down.
And then
My wits
got my noblewoman spreading her influence. Let's go ahead and finish softening up the Namnetes here.
I do.
Sabotage.
Okay, so Nemeta ought to be pretty softened up here for destruction, and it is. We can go ahead and, well, no, they're giving me terrible chances yet again, so I'm gonna just besiege them too and force them to come out. So, but we should be able to handle the Nemnetes within a couple of turns here. Basontio is well within my control, so I may bring this army over here just to keep Cinnabon in check. And I can get rid of these mercenaries too. Not just yet though. They may come in handy, so I'm gonna keep them there. Looks like Carthage is gonna attempt to strike back. Might not hurt to give Libya some money as well. Let's see. Libya is not at war with anybody that I dislike, and their client state of Carthage is friendly with all the people I like, so let's
I tingle with anticipation of your noble and worthy
let's offer them
words.
some payment. Just give them a little spending cash to help them out in their fight. So that should help bolster them.
At your service.
And let's see. Let's do this one, spread cultural conversion better. And let's go down here. So my fleet is in the process of training. We're going to bring this one down to lead off for our men. And, okay, we can now see what Knossos is up to. They don't have a particularly good army. And let's go ahead and put these guys to sea and begin sailing towards our objective. And then we'll have to do the same with these troops eventually as well. Unless, you know what, actually I probably will leave one army to protect my homelands. Just in case Galatia or someone else decides to come at me, I'll have an initial force to be able to respond with. And then we can work our way from there. But yeah, we got the Nemnetes besieged, so their land is about to come under our control. Looks like the Cantabria here. Yeah, the Viviski are in big trouble. I don't think they're going to last much longer, which is honestly perfectly fine with me. And we'll just kind of see how everything else goes here. We have an unassigned skill, which is actually this champion. So we can now unlock militancy for him. Still have 23,000 talents per turn income, which is pretty impressive. And we're not maybe 5 turns away probably from having armies in North Africa, so that we can start assisting Carthage and Libya. The Boii have been attacked by Royal Scythia, and Royal Scythia is my client state. So this, I'm going to decline and break my alliance with the Boii, so ally. So no, the Boii are the aggressors. So I'm going to enter the war on the side of my ally, and that means I'm going to have to... Oof, because the Boii are more powerful. But they're the aggressor. I probably have enough troops to start giving the Boii some trouble. That's going to be interesting. I don't know what to do here. I don't necessarily care too much about Royal Scythia. I'm not necessarily ready to fight the Boii, but it's going to look bad if I ditch my client state. I am going to go ahead and decline, though, because I don't want to end up in a war with the Boii just yet. They've got a lot of troops, and I'm not really poised to defeat them. So, by necessity, I'm going to have to turn my back on the Royal Scythians, unfortunately. Which means the Boii are getting quite expansionistic, which means we probably want to put them in check soon. And this is the fight I was looking for, so I'm being told that I'm going to get destroyed by the Nemnetes, but I think we all know that's garbage. These guys are going to get owned, and owned hard. There is no question about it. They have a garrison fleet and some other stuff sitting around, but I mean, these guys have no way to defeat my pikemen. Got a ballista, and yeah, I mean, these guys are just going to eat it hard. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, and I'm going to try and be somewhat aggressive here. Got my pike line. I'm going to keep him in formation attack because I do expect actually that the AI is going to assault me as soon as I start firing with my ballista. Let's actually put this guys over here.
General!
My general there.
Your orders? Spears!
There we go. Got Thurio spears on the flanks. Got archers to support my
By
phalanx.
your command! Battle ready and eager!
Go there.
Thessalian cavalry!
Got some sweet Thessalian cav here. And citizen cav.
By your command! General! Commander!
Gonna hard group all these guys just to make it easier to move them. And I'm gonna push forward into these trees.
Advance at speed!
Ballista! Enemy reinforcements approaching.
I'm gonna start to move my ballista up as well.
Thessalians!
But because I have the ballista, I am expecting that the enemy is going to attack me.
Advance!
And they honestly don't have units that concern me too much. Just mercenary Gallic light horse. I mean, yeah, I mean, really no threat at all from pretty much all of these units.
Warriors eager for blood!
Yeah, they got their Celtic light horse coming around.
Swift riders at your command! Your orders!
There we go. Feel like I got a pretty good position here.
Pick your targets, man!
What do we got here? Spear Noble?
Thessalian cavalry!
Really?
Our hidden
Celtic
units
light
have been
horse.
discovered.
What do we got here? Another Celtic light horse. I didn't get a charge, but my Thessalians will still beat them down. And this one got side charged.
Our general is under attack.
Pike phalanx.
Heavy horse at your command!
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull away from this
Tell us!
fight.
Yours to command!
Got some mercenary Gallic warriors coming at my general.
Happy to serve the people!
Okay. I think I've pretty well got the enemy handled here. Really, this mercenary Celtic light horse is in the process of killing silver chevron units. Hardly sounds right to me, and my general has lost a lot more men to these Gallic warriors than I would have liked to have seen already. Especially since I gave him End of the Breach and all the other stuff. But he'll start turning that fight around. Got my Royal Peltist I'm going to bring in for a rear charge. And let's go run down these skirmishers. This is ridiculous. This mercenary Celtic light horse, and they're beasting it out against my Thessalian cav. And those mercenary Gallic warriors are now getting beat up badly by my general.
Warriors of Macedon! Citizen cavalry! Your orders!
Okay, citizen cavs all over the place. My Royal Peltist just got the rear charge.
Spears! Advance! General!
Yep, it's about to win that fight. The enemy ships haven't quite landed yet, but they do have some reinforcements behind me there that are now throwing javelins at my citizen cav, so let's get out of here.
General!
Take my general, attack that light horse.
Citizen cavalry!
And then these chosen swordsmen are getting beat down now.
Ready and waiting!
And I'm going to get into the back of these enemy units over here. Holy crap, that Celtic light horse is still alive. And it has killed almost an entire silver chevron Thessalian cav. Now, I know I didn't get the charge. I get it.
Charge!
But that seems a little bit stupid.
Obliterate them!
Gonna intimidate the Spear Noble General again. And then let's bring a flank charge into the enemy Spear Noble. Let's get my pikes pulled up here. Actually, let's just use my ballista on those Celtic skirmishers. I'll put explosive rounds on them. Actually, let's pull my men back in anticipation of the Celtic skirmishers. And let my archers return fire on them. And let's Get my Thurio spears back. This spear noble's holding out with almost no kills against it at this point, which means that these citizen cav probably need to be pulled out. I will get a flank charge there. Let's get my general in a better flanking position, and then just cycle charge with the Thessalians. That spear noble is going to be tough to beat. I do have serious ballista fire coming in though on the enemy units, and their main line is already crumbling. Okay. What is this? Levy Freeman. Let's get these cav away and let's see if we can charge that Levy Freeman and destroy it. My general is gonna do well here, I think. Let's make sure he's fresh. Okay. Change my ballista target. Oh no, get back.
One of our units has used all its
What
ammunition.
is this? A chosen swordsman. I'm letting it get cut down up there. Let's actually pull these Thurio spears out. Come intercept those Levy Freemen. Okay, this leaves the back of the spear nobles open now. These guys are, so that's chosen spearmen and spear nobles that are holding out in there. I'm gonna keep dropping morale debuffs onto these guys, and we are starting to crack the spear nobles. These Thurio spears, let's assist them in getting rid of that spear unit real quick. These Celtic skirmishers are gone. These chosen swordsmen are about to kick the bucket. Oh, what do we got here? Celtic tribesmen coming at me.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Let's take these guys out of the fight. So now it's just my general against the spear nobles, and he's trying to pull away from my general. So I'm going to charge him real quick with my Thessalian cav and fix him while he's not braced. And that should allow my general to catch up to him. Yeah, let's see if we can rout that last Celtic slinger there. Okay, we should be able to finish off this spear noble finally. This unit has been a tough nut to crack. 2 spear units get in a fight, it can take a while. Shield bearers are doing a great job though. They've got 180 kills and still have 92 men left. What do we got here? Some Celtic skirmishers. Let's just halt my fire there. Got the skirmishers. Okay, so the enemy ships have now landed and are moving men up. But we should be able to counter them. Let's go get these slingers. Get repositioned here. And this Thurio spears up here, Royal Peltist up here. Let's get my general back here. And let's get this cav back here. So we've taken some losses to the Namnetes, but nothing we can't get over. And our pikes have done well in putting down the majority of their troops. That slinger unit's now dead. Yeah, it's gonna work out easily. So now all they got is Levy Freeman coming off those ships. And all of them are wavering now, so really no need to even run from them. Well, I want to take this unit away, and I don't guess I want my general coming under that much skirmisher fire. But as soon as these guys chain route, which they did, we are going to continue and run them down. Just get all our cav units down to this vicinity so we can run down the fleeing troops. Don't want any survivors. after this guy. After that one. After that one. Gonna need to keep them there. And we got this weak unit of citizen cavalry. Let's go ahead and pull it clear out here. Yeah, we're gonna be able to catch all of these routing units and put them down. Some of them, though, gonna need some assistance with. These guys are all getting away here too, but we should be able to get them all. There's really nowhere that they can flee to fast enough, I don't think. And these units down here are getting put down pretty quickly. And then I can bring these cavalry over to support. Wow, there's a lot of dead enemies. So this was a very fruitful battle as far as getting rid of a bunch of enemy troops. Of course, Namnetes weren't really my enemies up until just a couple of turns ago, because I've betrayed them hardcore. Okay, those guys should be pretty much as good as dead. Same thing there. So let's get all these units over here now as well. These guys, get these guys. You go assist up here. There we go.
Thessalian cavalry.
And you can go assist here. Yeah, looks like we're going to be able to run them all down. I know some of you don't like it when I run down all the troops, but sometimes it's important. Like right here. It's going to be important for me to kill all of these routing units. See if I can use my archers to bean a few of these guys real quick. Nah, don't need to. We got it handled. I'm just going to fast forward, let my guys finish handling this. There we go. Got all their units run down. There's one last group over here. Some levy freemen, and that's where the general's at. Yeah, so it looks like all these guys are going to get destroyed. This is the last unit of any substantial numbers, it looks like. Oh no, those guys have a few numbers left as well. I don't know if it's the same unit, though. Yeah, it must have been the same unit. Okay, I think we've pretty well mopped up all the enemies, so we're gonna quit the battle. So a massive victory there. 3,000 Namnetes troops lost. Only 600 of my own, so pretty tolerable losses. Don't think we lost any of one unit either, and that's gonna be a big success, so we'll start to take over their territory and get it converted over to our purposes, which should just help us keep our income up and everything else. So I guess, look at that. The one remaining man in the Spear Noble was their general. You gotta be kidding me. That is the biggest bunch of horse crap I've ever seen. Yeah, they're gonna send their agent down to just try and give me some grief, but it won't matter. These guys are, their goose is cooked. They're finished. I wonder if they're gonna try and attack me here. I mean, they're using multiple agents against me at the moment. We'll just kind of see what happens. Looks like that's all they're going to be able to accomplish. Anyway, that's all I have time for in this episode. Heir of Carthage, signing off for now.